So just like when you mix three basic color in a different ratio, you will get any colors, isn't it? That's the main advantage in case of I think TV also, isn't it? In case of television also, you will have three basic color. When you mix in a different ratio, you can generate all colors. Am I right? There will be some tri-colored gun TV, isn't it? Which again, similarly, sine and cosine and its harmonics. Harmonics means sine 1x, sine 2x, sine 3x, sine 1 omega t, sine 2 omega t, sine 3 omega t. We call them as higher harmonics. Okay. When you mix them in a different ratio, what do you mean by different ratio? In the expansion, coefficient should be different. Are you getting my point? When coefficients are different, I'm saying I'm mixing them in a different ratio. Sine x, sine 2x. Okay, I'm just mixing them. I'm just combining them in a different ratio. Maybe 1 here, 1 by 2 here. Is that okay? Or 1 by 2 here, 1 here. Like that, isn't it? So when you mix that sine and cosine in a different ratio, you can generate any function. Just like when you mix three colors in a different ratio, you can generate any color, isn't it? So that's the one of the nice idea. So, and we have used that one to expand a given function into our stationary state. Am I right? That was first property. Yeah, I was discussing properties here. They are orthogonal, isn't it? Then I said they are complete. Am I right? Any function can be written as. So this is nothing but our Fourier, speak out. Sine. This is nothing but our Fourier sine expansion. Am I right? Fourier sine series, isn't it? So we don't have to prove now, isn't it? Now, how do you find this Cn? In Fourier analysis, you multiply this one by sine m pi x by a and then integrate it, isn't it? From 0 to a. So, but I'll just go for this one. What I do here, I'm going to multiply by, speak out, psi m star of a yeah, multiplying this one by star of x, integrating throughout region of interest, particle in a box problem, isn't it? Throughout region of interest, that will give summation over Cn into psi n of x into psi m star of x, integration of dx, isn't it? So from this one, again in this expansion, what would happen? Speak out. Mn, isn't it? Orthonormality. So then, when only one term in the summation is non-zero, that is when n equal to m, then what would happen? Cm is equal to integration of 0 to a that okay? In linear algebra, we say this one as an inner product. Is that okay? Or now look at here. Soon after writing this one, soon after writing these two steps, I'm going to write this coefficient is given by Fourier's trick. Yeah. What is that one? 0 to a psi m psi n, whatever n here. Just I'm just changing from this equation. I'm just changing m by n. Psi n star of x into f of x into dx. Let me just give some more idea here. F of x is general function. Am I right? F of x is general function. you expanded that one as a linear combination of stationary state. So similarly, I have one vector A, general vector. I am writing that one in terms of x cap, y cap, z cap. How do I write? Can I write summation over AI into xi cap I equal to 1 to 3. That is I cap, j cap, k cap actually. Is that okay? Now, what would you do to get this one? Suppose if it is ax into x cap plus ay into y cap plus az into z cap. If you need ax, what you have to do? Dot product with x cap. Am I right? If you take dot product with x cap, you will get ax. So in general, can I write like this? If I take dot product with xi cap, I'll get ai, that component. Am I right? I'll get a component. So similarly, look at here. We are just what you call seeing these two as a similar manner. Is that okay? So these are our unit vectors. Is that okay? So we call this one also as a kind of basis. Is that okay? Now here vector will not come here actually. Arrow vector will not come here. So but still look at here, these expansions are similar, isn't it? Now this coefficient we call that one as again how do you find that coefficient now? Again, what is that coefficient? That is nothing but, speak out. So psi n star of x into f of x dx. Is that okay? So this one we are going to see this one as a kind of what you call dot product. We call that one as inner product. Is that okay? And sometimes we write this one like this: psi n of x into f of x in our Dirac notation. This is just similar to this one. Because this is a way of getting this coefficient. What is this dot product? This is the way of getting the coefficient here. Am I right? That dot product gives coefficient. So similarly, this one is also a way of getting coefficient. Is that okay? In the expansion, we call that one as not dot product, inner product later. Okay? Let me just define that. So in the linear algebra way, whatever we got here, again, this integral range should be full range of interest. Is that okay? Then only we call that one as inner product. So we call that one as inner product in a linear algebra way. This coefficient is given by inner product. Later, I'll make it still simpler. Okay? Once we work out the Dirac notation, these things will become still more what you call easy. Okay? Easy to write and very, very quick to analyze. Is that okay? So that's why just imagine expansion of a given vector into its basis x cap, y cap, z cap. Coefficient is given by one dot product. Similarly, this is a kind of dot product. We call that one as inner product. Is that okay? Yeah. Now one thing is clear here. Any function can be written as linear combination of this one. Am I right? In the example number 2.2, he has done that one. Have you done that one? He has given psi of x comma 0 that's equal to x into a minus x, some coefficient 0. When x is between 0 to a, 0 otherwise. Look at here. You have many choices here, okay? One thing is you can expand and then you can, later you can, again, I told earlier, I think, this is called as probability amplitude, am I right? So then also you can just normalize that one, am I right? If this is probability amplitude, summation over all probability will be equal to 1. That's the next idea, okay? So wait a second. You don't have to go through that one. Now, if this is the wave function, look at here, he has given t equal to 0, am I right? Initial wave function. We can prepare a state with this kind of wave function. We can prepare a particle in a box with this wave function. It need not be any of the stationary state. Psi 1, psi 2, psi 3. Is that okay? It can be this kind of general wave function. Then first step is to normalize this one. Is that okay? 0 to A is equal to 1. Find that normalization constant. Okay? Once you normalize that one, I think that constant, again, this is quite lengthy step. Okay? You have to do that one. You have to practice that one. That will be root of 30 by A power 5. Is that okay? So now, according to this theorem, now wait a second, let me just plot this one. Look at here. When you plot that one, that is a parabola. Okay, when x equal to 0, it is 0. When x equal to A, it is 0. That's a parabola, that's not sine curve. Are you getting my point? It looks like again a ground state of particle in a box, isn't it? Ground state is a sine curve, but this is a parabola. But lot of similarities that you can see, isn't it? It looks like sine curve. Now look at here. So when you expand as a stationary state, that this state psi of x comma 0, when you expand this one as a stationary state, is that okay? So again, the unknown quantity is this coefficient, right? What kind of mixture of the psi n will give that given function, isn't it? So that is given by coefficient. How do you find coefficient? Integral of f of x into dx 0 to a. Can you do this one later? Again, integral. That will be 0 if n is even, 8 root 15 divided by n pi the whole cube if n is odd. I mean, you have to do this integral. Root of 2 by a, 0 to a, sine n pi x by a, that is your psi n star of x into a, what is this one? A. You have to substitute that a, okay, 30 by a root of 30 by a power 5 into x into a minus x dx. So x into sine x square into sine x, integration by parts. Or you can treat x into a minus x as a one function and you can do that. Is that okay? Now let me write down, look at here, let me write down whatever I got. A given function, I can write this one as root 30 by a power 5, 2 by 5 whole cube, 2 by 5 whole cube, where does 2 by 5 whole cube comes? I think somewhere here, isn't it? Summation over, I want to show something, okay, that's why I'm just writing that one. N is equal to 1, 3, 5 and so on, because only when n is odd, this Cn is non-zero. Okay? There is no C2, C4 or something, okay? This is Cn. This is non-zero only when n is odd. So 1 by n cube, are you getting this n cube, 1 by n cube into, so sine of n pi x by a. Actually, I would prefer keeping that root of 2 by a along with this one, okay? He has taken that one, I think, outside. Or any mistakes? I prefer keeping that psi n here, okay? Psi n here. Just check it out, I think. Yeah. Is that correct? 30 by A, only A. That's given in book. Okay, don't just copy. Do it yourself later. Okay, do it yourself. Check it out. Or in the new edition. Check it out in the new edition. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just take care of these factors. Okay, just take care of this factor. Let me write psi n of x here by manipulating root of 2 by a. Okay, check out this factor later. Now look at here. This is your psi of x comma 0. This is your initial wave function. Okay, this is your initial wave function. Now, if you want to find wave function for a later time, what you have to do? Yeah. Summation over 1 by n cube psi n of x, this coefficient, okay, into e power minus I e n h bar. What is e n? N square pi square h bar square by 2n h bar. This is the initial wave function. This is the wave function later. You have to plug in that factor. Am I right? That phase factor. E power minus I theta kind of thing. Is that okay? So this help us, this expansion help us to find wave function for a later time. That's one idea. So not only that one, this will help us extent of this stationary state in this state. Now look at here. Now look at here. Now let me just forget for a later time. Okay, let me just analyze for a initial time. Is that okay? This is over. Wave function for a later time. Is it okay? Yeah. Now look at here. Without writing this one, you can't write a wave function for a later time. Look at here. If you have this kind of function, psi of x comma 0. How do you write psi of x comma t? What kind of e power I e t by h bar you are going to plug in here? You don't know. Is that okay? But here you know that one exactly. That I mean, so this is the wave function for a later time. When you put t equal to 0, you will get this one. Isn't it? Actually, we have started like this. Actually, we have written this one first. Then we went for that one in the theory. Okay. Now look at here. This is the way of writing wave function for a later time. Later, so he has given many example like psi of x comma 0 as some c1 psi 1 of x plus c2 psi 2 of x. Okay. How do you find psi of x comma t now? Actually, you have to normalize. You have to normalize. Yeah. Yeah. How do you find c1 psi 1 of x e power minus I e1 t by h bar plus c2 psi 2 of x e power minus I e2 t by h bar. Just like here, whatever I have plugged in. Is that okay? That's the wave function. If this is the initial state, this is the wave function for a later time. Is that okay? Linear combination state evolve like that. Okay. Linear combination. We can call it as a linear combination state. This is also linear combination state. Am I right? So they will evolve like this. Suppose if psi of x comma 0 itself is suppose psi 1 of x. Okay. What is psi of x comma t? E power minus I e1 t by h bar. We call this in a stationary state. Is that okay? But when you have a linear combination state, you have to plug in respective energy factor. Okay. Just remember. Now look at here. In this expansion, what is the first term? What is the second term? 1 by 3 cube. What is 3 cube? What is 5 cube? 125. 5 cube. 5 cube. Now look at here. In the expansion, forget about this one. This coefficient is dominant, isn't it? This is 1. This is 1 by 27. This is 1 by 125. Is that okay? In the expansion of psi of x comma 0, don't forget its curve. What was psi of x comma 0? Parabola. isn't it? In its expansion, look at here, psi 1 of x is dominant, isn't it? Psi 3 of x is very less dominant. Psi 3 of x. Psi 5 of x is still less dominant. There is no psi 2 of x at all. Is that okay? Why that happened? Because if you plot psi 1 of x, what is psi 1 of x curve? That's also similar to that curve, am I right? Are you getting my point? Psi 1 of x, root of 2 by a sine pi x by a. This is also similar curve actually. That's why in its expansion, this should be dominant. Are you getting my point? It's just like, look at here, your Fourier expansion, in this case, it is mixing of this kind of function. What is first excited state? Psi 1, psi 2, psi 3, am I right? Ground state, first excited state, second excited state, look at here. Now, in the expansion, you are mixing them in a different ratio. And what you are expanding this function. You are expanding this function in terms of these functions, isn't it? And in the expansion, this should be dominant. Why? This looks like this curve. Are you getting my point? In the expansion, this curve should not appear. Why? It will try to make it 0. But here it is high. Am I right? Your curve have got maxima at a by 2. But this psi 2 of x, it will try to make it 0 here, isn't it? So this will never appear in the expansion. Just observe one fact, that in the expansion of this curve into this kind of curve, is that okay? Into linear combination of this kind of function, so this should be dominant. Is that okay? And that coefficient is very important. The Cn is very important for us. Is that clear? Just observe this one. Now, next idea is, are you getting my point? Again, this will also try to make it 0 here and here. But this is better than this one. Psi 3 will appear, psi 5 will appear. That is eigenfunction. Look at here, h cap psi n. So what is the difference between wave function and eigenfunction? Eigenfunction should correspond to some eigenvalue. Okay? Wave function need not be corresponds to some particular eigenvalue. It can be linear combination also. Wave function will talk about state. Am I right? That state can be stationary state or eigenstate. Is that okay? The state can be linear combination state. Wave function need not be what you call. Whenever you say wave function, it need not be eigenfunction or stationary state. Is that okay? Now we are expanding given function in terms of eigenfunctions. We call them as eigenfunction. No, they need not be real, okay? In this case, it happened to be real. Particle in a box problem, it happened to be real. Whatever the property we are studying here, that can be generalized to all problem, not only this problem. Is that okay? Yeah, pick up. Yeah, just observe this mathematics, okay? So how that psi 1 and its coefficient is dominant and other coefficients are very less dominant, okay? Yeah. Now next idea is to define probability of some particular state when you do the measurement, okay? Suppose I have some general function, okay? Let me say f of x, okay? Then I expanded that one as, I better to write it as, my initial state is like this. Now this Cn is nothing but integral of psi n star of x into f of x dx. Am I right? In linear algebra manner, we call that one as inner product. Psi n of x into f of x. So just to be familiar with that, okay? That's what I do. If any new things come, I'll just build it up 2 to 3 days back actually. I start building up that one 2 to 3 days back, so that when I get into that concept, you should not feel that that is unfamiliar. Are you getting that idea? I'll keep on writing this one. I'll just say, I'll tell you later. By that time, it will be familiar for you. You will not ask much question. Yeah. 0 to a here. Now, this will talk about probability amplitude. Now, look at here. Given state is expanded as a stationary state. Am I right? What are these states? I told them these are your energy eigenstate. Am I right? Are you getting my point? Now we have expanded given function or given state into energy eigenstate, linear combination of energy eigenstate. Now when you do this kind of expansion, you can talk about energy measurement outcome. Is that okay? Now that energy measurement outcome says, look at here, if you do energy measurement, now look at here, this contains psi 1, psi 2, psi 3 and all. Am I right? What energy you would get? Whether E1, E2, E3, are you getting my point? Psi 1 corresponds to E1, psi 2 corresponds to E2, energy. Suppose if you do energy measurement on this kind of linear combination state, what is the outcome? Suppose if you do the electron measurement, so through which slit that it is passing through, what would you get? Sometimes you will get it will pass through slit 1, sometimes you will get it will pass through slit 2. Am I right? The same thing will happen here. You may get E1, E2, E3 and all. Now, only thing that we can talk about here is what is the probability of getting E1, probability of getting E2. That means we should have ensemble of identically prepared system with this state. We have to do the measurement on each. Is that just like our single electron experiment? Am I right? Single fresh electron was identically prepared system. We did the measurement. We found that it is passing through slit 1 sometimes, slit 2, other electron will pass through slit 2, third electron will pass through slit 1, like that, isn't it? So similarly, you should have identically prepared system with this state. If you do the measurement, you may get E1, E2, E3, like that. Now, only thing you can talk about is probability of getting particular energy. Remember, energy is observable. Is that okay? I am not talking about position probability. For a time sake, just forget about that. Are you getting my point? I am not talking about position probability. I am talking about probability of energy measurement outcome. Is that okay? So now here, probability of getting En in this kind of state, that is nothing but mod Cn square. So if this mod Cn square is probability, Cn I can call it as a probability amplitude. So that whose mod square is probability. Are you getting my point? Probability that energy measurement would give En. Remember, you will never get E1 plus E2 by 2, average of those. Are you getting my point? You will get either E1 or E2 or E3. Are you getting my point? You will not get that electron which is splitting into half and passing through both slits. You will get either electron pass through slit 1 or pass through slit 2. Same thing will happen here. When you have a linear combination state, you will get either of those energies. Is that okay? Once we define this probability, the next step is making total probability. Is that okay? We have to ensure this condition. We have to ensure this condition. This becomes normalization kind of condition, isn't it? Now look at here, this becomes now discrete probability. I repeat my point. This becomes discrete probability. Now once you have probability of getting energy, in the very next step you can find average energy, or we call that as expectation value of Hamilton. Okay, so that is given by, or sometimes simply we write like this, summation over En into probability of getting En, isn't it? I think I have written this one in the last class. Summation over En into mod Cn square. Am I right? P of En is mod Cn. Now look at his definition. Okay, he has shown that one. Look at here. We are doing this one for this kind of state. Am I right? We are doing this one for linear combination. So expectation H can also be written like this. Because we are finding, look at here, we are finding this expectation in this state. Look at here, if you find average value or if you find any expectation value, the question on which state that you are talking about. We are talking about this state again, linear combination state. Okay. Now we found that what you call expectation value using this probability definition. Is that using this probability definition? Original definition is also true. This is the original definition of any expectation value. Am I right? Sandwich that one between psi star and psi and just integrate. That's also true. Is that okay? From this one, you can just prove this. Is that okay? By just substitution of this one, you can just prove this one. Is that okay? Either you can use this one or you can use this one. Which one? Yeah, function is continuous only. That's why second derivative exists. This contains derivative, okay? So wave function is continuous only. You will never talk about discontinuous function. Remember, there are some functions where first derivative is discontinuous. Suppose if you have this kind of function. Is that okay? Function is continuous. But if you take first derivative, it will be discontinuous. Is that okay? Spike will come. So for that kind of function, while doing this one, H cap contains second derivative, am I right? Your Hamiltonian contains second derivative, you have to be careful. I'll tell you how to handle that kind of function. Okay, usually you will deal with a continuous function only. Where second derivative also exists, okay? There are some examples where second derivative doesn't exist. I'll just talk about that one later. Now these two are equivalent. Is that okay? So these two definitions are equivalent. You can just see the derivation. Over? Yeah. Now I'll again go back to my earlier example. This was the function, am I right? Some a into x into a minus x, am I right? Now I am doing the measurement on this one. Okay, I am doing the energy measurement on this one. What is the probability of getting En? What is this one? Mod Cn square. We already found that Cn, am I right? Now look at here. Probability of getting E1, what is that one? Mod C1 square. He found that one in example number, next example, 2.3. Example number 2.3. Mod C1 square. Can you guess this one? in that example. Probability of getting E2, 0, because there was no C2. Do you remember? In the expansion, you had only C1, C3, C5. Probability of getting E2, that was 0. Probability of getting E3, this exists. I think it will be 1 by 27 times this one. You can just check it out. Are you getting my point? Now look at here. If you do the measurement on identically prepared system with this state, most of your answer will give E1 if you do the energy measurement. Is that okay? None of the measurement will give E2. Very less will give E3. That is the interpretation. Why? Because in this Fourier expansion, this coefficient was dominant. C1 was dominant. There was no C2. C3, which was less dominant. Or even just by seeing that one, you can just say, look at here, this is my ground state wave function. Am I right? When you expand this one in terms of this kind of function, obviously this should be dominant. Why? This function looks like this function. Over. It's just like, suppose if you are mixing, what are the basic colors? Blue, red and green, am I right? Suppose if you put green very heavily, very less red and blue, then it looks like green, am I right? Are you getting my point? The same thing is happening here. In this Fourier expansion, this is very dominant. That's why this looks like this function. Just think like that. When you are mixing these three colors, where you put green around 5 cup of green, 5 cup of green color, so one spoon of blue and red color. Resultant color will be green only. Are you getting my point? Similarly, in this expansion, so this is very less, this is very highly dominant. Rest of all are very less dominant. 1 by 27 times. Look at here. Psi3 comes here. In the expansion, Psi3 comes here. But 1 by 27 times Psi1. Am I right? So that's why this looks like that one. Obviously, when you go for probability measurement, whose mod squared will talk about probability of getting that particular energy, not probability of getting position. Look at here. Probability of getting energy. Are you getting this symbol? Okay. So that is very dominant. Now do this problem about 2.3 and 2.4. Okay. 2.3 is show that there is no acceptable solution for energy less than 0 for particle in a box. Why? I think you don't have to do that one again. What is the minimum value of potential? What is the minimum value of potential? 0. Energy cannot, energy should exceed minimum value of the potential. So what is the minimum value? That is 0. Energy should be greater than 0. That's it. Okay. So there is no negative energy solution here. Okay. So problem number 2.4. That is finding this expectation x square, expectation p square in case of stationary state, sigma x sigma px. In case of stationary state means anyone take psi n of x and just do this one. All of these three, okay? Remember, now you should be able to differentiate what is stationary state, what is linear combination, okay? Find out all of this in case of nth stationary state. Okay, what would you get expectation x? So this is mod psi 1 square, okay? Let me just plot mod square of them, okay? Mod psi 1 square, mod psi 2 square. A by 2 here, 0 here, A here. Suppose if you go for psi 3, mod psi 3 square, you would get, I think, isn't it? 0, A by 2, 0. What is expectation x means? You do repeated position measurement and take average, am I right? On identically prepared system for nth state, suppose. Whatever the state you take, look at here, your this become probability distribution, am I right? Sometimes we just say that it's a distribution, isn't it? That's the probability density. Now look at here, it is symmetric about A by 2. When you do the measurement, if you take average, you should get A by 2. Because all of this mod psi n square, they are symmetric about A by 2. Are you getting it? Suppose if you take this one, you may argue that mod psi square is 0 at A by 2. How do I get average A by 2? Average can be A by 2, remember. Even though individual measurement is not giving A by 2, average of all measurement can be A by 2. That will be A by 2. Look at here. Look at this distribution closely. Are you getting my point? You may not get particle at A by 2. Are you getting my point? Because probability density is 0 over there. But if you do the measurement, this is your histogram. If you do the measurement on identically prepared system, this is your histogram. And if you take average of all of those x measurement, that will lead to A by 2. Why? It is equally likely to be after A by 2 as well as before A by 2. So that average will be A by 2. Whatever you take, whatever the state you take. Since our distribution is symmetric about A by 2, expectation x equal to A by 2. That you should do by calculation, okay? By calculating expectation x. Is that clear? Then, probability of getting A by 4 to 3 A by 4. Am I right? Half. Half, isn't it? Because that is half of the total area. You normalize that one. You make total area under the curve 1, isn't it? Forcibly. Then what is the fraction you are talking about? Are you getting my point? He's talking about probability of getting that one from A by 4 to 3 A by 4. Am I right? Then what you have to do is mod psi 2 square. Psi 2, am I right? You are talking about second state. Mod psi 2 square dx. From A by 4 to 3 A by 4. Now look at here, you should not do this problem. Suppose if he is talking about somewhere here, then you have to do, it's not symmetrical. A by 4 may be somewhere here or here. But if you are talking about this one, look at here. So this A by 4, 3A by 4, the region between them is exactly half of the total area. Is that okay? Total area from 0 to A equal to 1. Isn't it? It's equal to 1. What is this fraction? That is half of that one. You can just check it out. If you do this integral, after doing, again you will get into answer half only. Wait a second. X? Yeah. That is A by 2 only. You are talking about, you are getting confused with expectation. You got most of the answer here and here. That's correct. Are you getting my point? But average will give a by 2 again. Are you getting my point? These are most probable value, a by 4 and 3a by 4. That's correct. In case of first excited state. Is that okay? But average will again a by 2. Clear? Yeah, they may ask what is the probability between some finite region, okay? Total probability equal to 1. Is that okay? Throughout region of interest. They may ask what is the probability between a by 4 to 3a by 4 like that. You have to just integrate that one. This is the position probability. Whatever we are talking about now, position probability. Are you getting my point? So just divide the position probability definition and energy probability definition. Is it clear? So this problem 2.4, it is for stationary state. Now let me give hint for next problem. Problem number 2.5. Now look at here, psi of x comma 0, he has given a into psi 1 of x plus psi 2 of x. Look at here. Initial state is a combination of ground state and first excited state of particle in a box. Is it clear? Now what is the function? Again, there are many questions, A, B, C, D, E like that, okay? You have to solve it. Let me solve it in the evening. Is that clear? Now how do you start? First you have to normalize, isn't it? How do you normalize? Now look at here, whatever psi 1, psi 2 we have written, those are individually normalized only. Are you getting my point? Mod psi 1 square, so 0 to a dx, that's equal to 1. These two are individually normalized. Is that okay? But when you linearly combine them, this need not be normalized. Are you getting my point? Now you have to normalize this one. How do you normalize? There is two different ways. One is you can do like that. You can use this one. This is your normalization definition. Am I right? Any function you take, this is your normalization definition. Are you getting my point? But it is getting lengthy. You can just check it out. Isn't it? You have to take this star into this one. But it will be very simple because this orthogonality will help you when you do that one. Okay? Just do that one. Orthogonality will help you. But you don't have to do in this way. Okay? For this particular set. Wait a second. Later, let me divide type of problems. Okay? Let me divide type of problem. This is one type of problem. Am I right? Now look at here. In the earlier case, when psi of x comma 0 was x into a minus x, isn't it? Then this procedure was quite convenient. But in this case, this is not needed. I can go for another definition of, what is that? Normalization. What is that? Speak up. A into psi 2 of x. Am I right? What is the role of coefficient? Speak out. Mod C1 square. This is the linear combination. This is C1. Can I say this is C1? This is C2. Mod C1 square will talk about probability of getting E1, probability of getting E2, mod C2 square. And only those two states are there. And sum of the probability should be equal to 1. Are you getting my point? Summation over Cn square should be equal to 1. What does this give? Mod A square plus mod A square is equal to 1. Only C1, C2 appears. Rest of all coefficients are 0. There is no other coefficient at all here. Isn't it? What does this give? 1 by root. If you normalize like this, you don't have to normalize like this. Or even if you go for this one, you will end up with this step only. You can just check it out. Is that okay? There will be 4 terms, am I right? When you do this one, this contains 2 terms, this contains 2 terms, there will be 4 terms. Among them, only 2 terms will be non-zero. Other 2 terms will be 0 because of orthogonality. Check it out. Is that clear? So now, if you have linear combination state which has only 2 to 3 states, better to normalize like this. Are you getting my point? Now this is normalized initial state. Is that okay? Now you can write psi of x comma 0, psi of x comma t by plugging in exponential time factor, isn't it? And then use this again, mod psi x comma t the whole square. I think we have done this kind of thing, okay? This will be time dependent. Linear combination state, mod psi square is time dependent, isn't it? And using that one, find expectation x. That's not a by 2 because that is linear combination state. Is that okay? Again, using Unfest's theorem, find expectation p. Are you getting my point? If you find expectation x for time t, you can use Unfest's theorem to find p. What is expectation p? You can use this one. Is that okay? Yeah, let me talk about some more trick here later after you tried that one, okay? What is problem number 2.5, okay? That's very important. Similarly, do 2.6. In 2.6, he has given same thing, but some e power I pi is given here, okay? 2.5, 2.6 problem is similar problem, but some e power I pi is there, okay? Just mark out in your book. And 2.7 also. .7 is, yeah. Zero to a by 2, it is like this. A by 2 to a, it is a minus x, okay? Yeah, this is a spike kind of thing. Look at here. When you plot this one, it will be like this. 0 to a, it is a straight line with positive slope. A by 2 to a, it's a negative slope. This doesn't have second derivative. Okay? This possesses first derivative because whenever function is continuous, you can take first derivative. This doesn't have second derivative, okay? But that's not needed. In Fourier expansion, that's not needed. Okay? You have to, again, just like in Gravel problem, there were many functions like that, am I right? That he asked Fourier expansion. Then you have to split your integral and you have to do that. Okay? So that is 2.7. So similarly, do 2.8 also. That's very nice problem. 2.8. 2.8 problem is particle is equally likely to be found in left half of the box at time t equal to 0. At time t equal to 0, your particle is equally likely to be found in left half of the box. That means in the right half of the box, there is no particle. In the left half of the box, it is equally likely. Mod psi square should be constant. I get my point. Whenever we say equally likely, probability density should be constant. I get my point. You have to quickly write this function. This is a kind of your square wave actually. 0, a by 2. And you have to do Fourier expansion again. And he asks some probability outcome. Yeah. Do this problem before evening, okay? so that all of these integrals are your Fourier analysis integral. Okay, this integral is also, this is also. You can just check it out in grade 1. There are integrals like that. Or there are functions like that where you need to do Fourier expansion. Okay? So this is nothing but your Fourier analysis only. This kind of problems. Finding the coefficient and answering some probability question. What is the probability of getting the ground state in this one? Any idea? Yeah, I'll talk about some more way of doing the same thing. Okay. What is the probability of getting ground state here? First, you have to normalize that one. Okay. Yeah, quickly, can you normalize without doing any integral? Mod psi square. What is this one? Mod a square a by 2 0. Without getting into integral, how do you normalize? Yeah, you have to make area under the curve 1. Am I right? What is area? Mod a square into a by 2. That's equal to 1. So a should be equal to, check it out. Are you getting my point? Or in other way, what would you write? Mod a square 0 to a by 2 dx equal to 1. You write like this. A square outside, 0 to a by 2 dx, that is a by 2. Yeah. So now, look at here. He's asking in this problem, yeah, your normalized wave function is, what is that one? Root of 2 by a. A was root of 2 by a. That's what I have written. When x is between 0 to a by 2, 0 otherwise. Am I right? 0 otherwise. What he asked is probability of getting pi square h bar square by 2m a square. What is probability of getting this one? That means probability of getting E1. Am I right? That's what he asked. What is that one? That is C1. Now look at here. If you ask only this question, you don't have to go for Fourier expansion. What is C1? You know this one. Normalize that one. Normalize that one. Okay? You know this one. Do this integral directly. Are you getting my point? Unnecessarily Cn is not needed for nth state. If you ask only probability of getting some particular thing, quickly go for that coefficient. Go for that integral. Is it clear? Find the difference. Obviously, this is 0. In other region, this integral would be root of 2 by a sine pi x by a 0 to a by 2. In 0 to a by 2, that value is, isn't it? That integral, quickly, wait a second, this is not equal to, wait a second, this is not equal to, this is equal to C1 square, where C1 is given by this integral. Now I'll start uploading multiple choice questions, okay, from tomorrow. Remember, if this kind of definition is there for the wave function, so this is the best way to normalize. Am I right? Mod psi square. That is the best way to normalize. Suppose if this kind of state is there as an initial wave function, mod Cn square summation equal to 1. That is the best way to normalize. Okay, just find that one. Find the difference. We shall see in the end. Yeah, do this problem before. Okay. Along with that one, do Fourier analysis also.